Hello. I was recording for 10 minutes and I didn't have any sound. Holy shit. There's going to be no sound for the actual stream itself. Because obviously I'm just map making, so that is why I'm talking very quickly and incessantly. I may open up something like the Darkest Dungeon OST, but I'm not going to do that for now. Yes, you can hear me. Good. Alright. Anyhow, so there are no spoilers for this stream. This is all just like generic maps that I'm going to be making a lot of for random encounters. No, I'm not giving you the toe beans, you and your incessant foot fetish. Sir, you have made this joke too many times. I'm going to need to see your search history. I'm starting to really question if it's a joke at this point. I wouldn't be surprised, Mike, is all I'm saying. Knowing you. There's no way into this room from this map. I'm just using it to make sure there's not this big long sight line at the top of the map. Find my reactions funny. Okay, yeah, whatever you say. Now I have to do the bottom, and then I think this will be a really good map to just run around on. I will probably replace this side here with a dockyard, and make it a dockyard map. And after that, I think I need to work on actually making a boarding map for the ships, because that's going to happen, and I know it's going to happen because we're playing a pirate game. I do not know, Wazowski. I do not know. And the best part is, when you start getting a map filled out like this, you can just reuse the houses. Especially if they're like really empty and super generic. Because they're not really all that specific, and you can get away with it. I don't think I need to worry too much about making these areas completely unique. I want you I rage at games anyways. Just watch the live streams, you'll see it. Or join D&D. That will also make you equally, or make me equally angry, is when I watch my players fall for the charismatic dude with a dark past and a tragic or vague and questionable motives. Yeah, dark past, vague, questionable moment, and a lot of charisma. It seems to be their fucking weakness. I swear, I've thrown this curveball at them twice. They've fallen for it, and then they're falling for it a third time. Okay, it's bad. It's bad. They need help. They need to go to therapy. I think, and the worst part is this is going to be the setting full of. They are the most gullible, and I am scared for them because if you lack this amount of critical thinking skills in D&D, I am scared to see how you handle a lot of things, because I've presented the no-faced skull man who's had genocides, and they're like, but you got a point though, and then you present like the no-faced cosmic deity that just tricked you to kill a bunch of civilians, and you're like, but like he hasn't lied to us though. And then you have the party going back to Mr. No Face, the Skull Man, and they're going like, so bro, I think we like left on like a bad note, and we kind of want to make up for it. And I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck, guys? Come on. And then, we had a huge, like, unfortunately, a fairly significant conversation about this and that. Who is, it's a party of bards. They're not the bards, though. They're the bards' targets. And, I'm going to hopefully see a improvement. They've started to get some of that healthy paranoia. Hopefully it will not boil over into unhealthy paranoia, because that is also something that you will see a lot of in D&D parties that have been betrayed like 18 times. I'm going to betray them until they learn their lesson, but the unhealthy paranoia is an acceptable reaction response. It's just they need to learn where the line is, If they don't, then they are going to be very upset with themselves and me and at the table. Question everything, trust nothing. See, that's the problem, is question everything, trust nothing sounds like a good statement, but when you're put into a position where you have to trust someone, which will happen in a game like this, especially a game where inherently you have to trust thieves and scoundrels and outlaws, because you are a thief, scoundrel, and outlaw, and you have to do a big team building exercising of sailing a ship. Yeah, you're gonna have to trust them. And they have to trust you. I will state that failed insight checks in this upcoming campaign are noticeable by the NPCs you try to insight against. They will know that you are trying to suss them out. So there's a reason not to spam it if you're not good at insight. And simply look to the guys who are. Oop, shit. But yeah, I don't have high hopes. I can easily foresee this game turning into a 4-man on a sloop game, rather than your pirate captains with a pirate crew with pirates at your beck and call, because you're pirate lords now and you're badasses. Not that there will be no one who will ever betray them, but I just think that if I always betray them, it's not going to be fun for anyone. I like to have more interactive stories than just, oh, everyone hates you. Good luck. This is the day you almost caught Captain Gator. Yeah. I hope that you guys get your Jack Sparrow moments, for lack of a better term. This is the day that you will all remember. This is the day you almost sued Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm glad he won. I'm so glad he won. Alright, big save. I hope to go for a full hour today, but I don't know if I will. We'll see. I have a frick ton of characters to draw, and not a lot of time to do it. So last night I drew 40, or I exported 40 something character art. Depends on the group you're gonna be in. And captain is going to be subjective because I plan on you guys eventually getting multiple ships, and I suggest having the ability to have multiple captains. Since you were going to play a bard as a Gator, you were probably not going to be a bad fit for it. I know that Bunny wanted to play at the charismatic rogue captain. They wanted to go mastermind, I think. Ares has no interest. You know, it's funny. I thought I would have too many people trying to be captain. Instead, I have too many people who want to do anything but. Admiral Gator. Yeah. You really can't have a pirate admiral because of how pirate politics work. Every ship treats itself as its own nation. And every man on those ships treat themselves as members of that nation. So you really don't have admirals. You kind of do in cases like Raven Sam, who is very charismatic, and he's straight up got a whole fleet with the Starling, the Lost Wren, and the Junico. This is the fleet you're starting with, so this isn't a spoiler. I think, I forget which one. You're going to be starting on the one that's manned by a bunch of kobolds, and you're going to have command over that for one battle, because he wants to give you the opportunity to be commanding. Not, I say you as in the party TM. You could get there, but the thing is with Raven Sam, he's like the equivalent of your absolute endgame. You are not starting there at all. One moment. I just heard something outside. That's weird. Well, I have no idea what I heard. It sounded like someone walking. But, yeah. Okay. Look. Why is my webcam not working now? Hello? Oh, god damn it. Close. Why is this not working? If it is you pulling up, I will be upset. Anyway, so excuse me while I try to fix this. Thank you. Kobold webcam properties. Well, let's just hit this, and this. I still don't exist. Well, Streamlabs OBS, no, VC Face. Okay, close. Why do I not have my face on the screen? Anyways, I think this map is done. The only other no, I should put some clutter around. I need some clutter. Barrels and bags and sacks and stuff like that. That'll help bring it more into fruition. Pieces of glass and thrown bottles and stuff are important. Oh, what else should we throw around in a big bustling town? Now I've got the hiccups. Some crates, some barrels. Yeah, maybe a few flags. Oh, what else? How big should a cart be? Where's my grid? I can't see the grid. Let's go to the grid and make it a little more visible. Okay. Yeah, I think like that's gonna be acceptable. What else could we have laying around? Well, yeah, this is the back stock, so we can have a few crates in here. In case I ever need to rob a place, you know, that sort of stuff. Any sort of like, I should put some bushes down. You'd have some of those growing in places where people just did not care to clean them out from. You know. Or maybe they're intentional. You know, people like their decor. Oh, what else would people want to see on a map like this and make utilization of? Oh. What do I have is the real question. I think I just need to put more of what I already have down. A few discarded pieces of trash and rubbish here and there would make sense. Make the streets more lived in after all. So I went over to this one. Okay. Yeah, I want to restart VC face apparently. Go to VC face. Unity. Okay, so something happened there with VC face. I think that was VC face. Yeah, that was 100% VC face having an issue. Anyhow. Back to slamming things down randomly to make it look like the place has been lived in. Glad you wouldn't pull up without permission, because I would actually be upset. I wasn't joking about that. I like you, Mike, but holy frick, that would irritate the high hell out of me, just someone just showing up. Because, you know, sometimes I'm trying to do stuff like work. And today I am working on, very specifically, this. And not for nothing though, I think it'll not be too difficult, but I did want to stream a little bit of it so that people may see what it's like, because it is a involved process. Is this enough clutter on the exteriors? Yeah, I don't particularly hate anything that's been done here. That there, I guess. Some rocks. Rocks are hot, don't you know? Yeah, I'm too anxious to show up uninvited, even if I am invited. If you invite me, I need to be invited. Probably have like an empty crate or two somewhere here and there. Alright. And then we just put the Eye of Cthulhu over here to watch all of you sinners be dinguses because you don't know how to play D&D. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder... You think they would notice that? I don't think anyone would notice this. Alright, now I need to do the most important step of any map, is put down an Easter egg for everyone to find. So can I rotate the canvas? I don't think I can, which sucks. Can I? Fit screen. No, there's no way to rotate this canvas. Oh, that sucks. $33. That's not bad for only live streaming this. Although 10 of that was me talking to myself, because apparently my microphone was off. I don't even remember what I said at the start, so I think I can say it again. Although, if I don't remember what I said, how can I say it again? Oh, I know. I'll go back and watch the footage of me talking and try to read my lips. Yeah, that's a smart plan. Real smart. Oh, goodness. But for this one, I think I'm done. I think next I'm going to delete basically the left half and make it a dockyard. And then I'm going to make a, like, town edge map where I delete the right side and make it like a all like foresty. And then from there I'll probably make like a tavern variation where here I have like a big tavern or something. So we're gonna save this clone, we're gonna call it Dockyard. Still like to make plans. Yeah. Yeah. I have been doing all the like really fun creative stuff instead of all the chart stuff for this game. I still have to draw Raven Sam, and I do have to make a couple kobold characters because humorously those were the last one I have done. I haven't done any kobolds. The kobolds being kobold slaves 1 through 7, and then I have to do kobold generic pirate, blue, brown, green, and then kobold expert pirate. And that'll be that. Although for expert pirates, I do have a lot to do for that one because I want to do most of the races. At least all the races I've done for generic pirate, which is most of the primary races. I don't have a Teolit for the... But they're kind of rare anyways. They kind of just stay in the jungle. They don't like to leave. So I think that's fine. I don't have windows. Why didn't you tell me I had windows? Ah. No, I forgot windows. Oh, that's going to add so much detail to this map. It'll be good, but... Oh, no. You know what? At least... All the other kids... Window. 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 Windows. Why is that so massive? It gets small. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, windows are incredibly important for making these maps feel good. And if you don't make them feel good, they feel bad, and you don't want them to feel bad. You know, because if the maps feel bad, then your players feel bad, and when your players feel bad, you're going to feel bad because they're going to be upset with you. And then you're upset with yourself, and then you can't ever do another D&D game because one of your players got possessed by an evil force of madness, and now apparently it's Satanism. Although in reality it comes from the Russian government and the alternative dimension that they are trying to penetrate into, and you just happen to have been at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, usual D&D stuff. And I don't know why you think that that is oddly specific, because there's nothing oddly specific about it. But in all seriousness, I watched the first episode of Stranger Things last night, the new seasons, and it is scary. I'm hopeful, but I'm not holding my breath, because season 3 had some major issues that, you know, kind of ruined it for me, honestly. I wish season 3 was better than what it was, but they mishandled the main villain of the show, and that's kind of unforgivable for a show with such iconic, like, villains. I don't disagree with what they wanted to do, I just disagree with how they did it. Because you turn the main villain from, you know, an imposing creature that lays waste to entire dimensions to a Scooby-Doo villain who can chase down a bunch of kids in a forest. And unfortunately, that's not something you can really recover from. Because if your Scooby-Doo villain can't chase down a bunch of kids in a forest, then they're not a very intimidating villain. Also, this house is probably completely off, so I'm going to pull it in a little bit. This wall's fine. Just the other wall was not. And then I do windows for this one. This is why we do the windows kits, because you know what? The windows need to be done, and while you're doing them, it's a great time to do your final once-over on your whole project and realize how you've made so many mistakes and that you will never amount to much. But you still managed to do something anyways, and people are proud of you for that. Just remember that. My nose is so itchy right now, but I cannot scratch it because the facial tracking will lose itself, and I do not trust VC Face today. So I'm just going to sit here in agony and torment until mercy is taken upon my soul and I am permitted to leave. Okay. The map has windows now. That was important. I will do the windows separately on the next map, because you know what? Changing the window placement will be enough to give a amount of variety that people may not notice that I reused the same map. Yeah, it'll be like a really high, well-developed dockyard. I hesitate to say that I can use this map for everything, but I think I can use it for most towns. Nassau has like one place where I could use this, and I really don't want to use this map. I would like to use an actual Nassau map. I need to make a map of the Moaning Whore, because that is going to be a place where they have a bar fight. I already know. They are going to that tavern, and they're going to get into a fight, and they are going to need a battle map, because they're going to get their shits kicked in. And the Moaning Whore is the busiest tavern, like, in the setting. There's just so many people there, and they're all getting drunk. Alright, and then boom, we've done that. Now we go here, then we subtract, and then we go big, and then we go like that, and then whomp. Do I need a lot of space for the docks? I need some. Do I need all of this? Maybe not. Do I want to make it a oh, what do I want to do? Do I have docks? Hashtag docks. What do we have for docks? I could use this for my docks, huh? But I thought there was like a really rickety dock. No, that's only in like the fancy smancy one. The watercolors. Do I like this docks? Yes. Do I want to use these docks? Yes. Do I feel like these docks are long enough? Yes. CV. Have a couple of these. V. Move them up. Okay. Now that your docks are like that, this is probably paved. So we can do that, that. Cool. Now the dockyards are paved out. This might not actually... yeah, that's fine. This might not actually be paved on this one. We may actually have these houses set back a little. This one can move forward up to this corner. That seems to be well enough aligned. Oops, and then we can go like that and that. The dockyard looks pretty good. background, we need to make the agua. Cool. Actually, no, this is better. I might do this. Yeah, that makes sense. That's how these are generally constructed, is you need to have the land sort of you have this connect to the land so that you don't need to worry about the shape of the shoreline. Then we can pull that back a little bit, like that. And then we can probably do something like this and make it a bit more natural looking. And we have sand. Oh, nope, wrong layer. Sand undertale. And then this kind of goes like this, maybe, and because, you know, it's like the Caribbean. There's sand fucking everywhere. Maybe we have a little bit of sand on the edges, you know. And then we'd probably want to do something like this, subtract, make the size a bit smaller, and then we come through here like that. No. We add a little smaller, like this. Yeah. Like that. What do we think? That looks good? I think that looks good. Here, foreground. And make this smaller. Alright. And just like that, we have a nice, you know, dockyard. I might remove these, or, well, no, I'm going to move this. And basically make this an extension of the pavement. Like that. So that it feels a bit more like we're going to a market or something. Hell, I'll even start putting some of those market stalls over here. Market stalls. Because, yeah, having some market stalls on the side makes some sense. I probably don't want this to be the market map. I'll probably make another map. With a bunch of stalls, but in the pinch, this will function. I've been live for 40 minutes, so I feel comfortable enough for content for the day. And I'm going to go take a shower because my nose itches so bad.